Well, hey, bitches. How's everybody doing? I know I really should be doing the episode 3, the final part of our Gemini pop-up box card, but uh, I'm making masks, face masks. I live in a very small county in North Georgia. Our county has just been given a shelter-in-place order. Our nearest hospital is 30 minutes away in the next county, and they notified our county that within a week they'll be out of beds. I have family that are healthcare workers that are limited to one mask, bitch, per shift. I have kids that are part of essential workers, and they need face masks to wear, just doing their regular jobs, just for some protection. So I'm making face masks to wear over face masks, or face masks can be put in the pocket of these face masks right here, like this, for additional protection. These fabric face masks are 100% cotton, 3-ply, and they can be washed and sanitized. They will help in some respects with a cut-up filter, like air conditioner filtrete air conditioner filters, sliced and put in here in the pocket. It will be a very good mask for people to use to help limit their exposure. So I figured I may as well go live and have someone to yak at while I do this. So, where am I? What am I doing? I am cutting lengths of ribbon for the ties of the masks. 2 pieces, 36 inches long. Well, I'm going to make these ones 36. I'm going to make them, oh God, 40. The bigger heads. Ha! I'm behind you, lovely people, at my counter station cutting this ribbon. I will be back in one moment. Show you what I'm doing. So basically, do I have any pieces left that I have not yet cut? Okay. Let me get this one sewn together here, and I'll show you how these things work. Everybody out there staying at home and away from all the mess, or some of y'all, some of the ones that have to be out there taking care of everybody. I really hate that some of us have to work through this, but I'm really grateful at the same time that some of us have to work through this. And I'm very pleased that while I'm staying here at home, I am also able to contribute. So, let's see. We want this sucker. I'd have no clue how much y'all gonna be able to see. I really don't. You're just here for the company. Yes, sirree. Down. I am really impressed with this sewing machine. It's an old Bernina, and it really goes through these multiple layers of fabric like nobody's business. It's like, damn, she just cutting through it all. So that's sewed like that. We did a straight stitch. And then we did a zigzag coming back. So we got it like that. Got it like that. You can go around and tie up. Pretty grateful that I have this stash of fabric that I can make all these with. And that's a blessing in disguise. And guess what this bitch got? Oop. That just may well be some of my family coming to pick up their masks. If so, ladies and gentlemen, oh, no, it is the neighbor. Shit. I'm trying to sew some fabric out of my bobbin string that got caught up. There it is. Oh, bitch, you're still in there. Wow. Bitches. Come on, Bernina. Thank you, bitch. We're having technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. Where's my craft tweezers? So, how you doing, bitches? I think I'm starting to lose my mind. Oh my God. I've been in this house. Well, I ain't been in the house. I've been outside too. Let's get real here. Oh, this thing ain't light. She heavy. Okay. That should pick up. So, what's the status? Where you at? Oh, last night on YouTube, I sat and Y'all need to go to my YouTube channel. Well, you're there. You need to hit that like button and subscribe button and look at my likes for last night. There's some pretty good people out there doing some pretty funny parodies while they're stuck at home. I was quite impressed, especially with the family that remade Yellow Submarine. That was brilliant, just brilliant. That when we all live in quarantine, in quarantine, in quarantine. It was really good, much better than I can sing it. And there's some people that have done. Y'all remember the song Sharona? My Sharona? Well, I'll never hear that song the same again. It is now My Corona. We all getting together across the miles and surviving this and doing our part, staying inside. Okay. You see how smooth this machine goes through all these layers of fabric? I mean, my word. Very, very impressed with this machine. I would never have thought that it could have sewn through these many layers. I thought for sure I was going to have to break out my 100-year-old Singer to get all these layers done on the sides, because I honestly didn't know that this machine could do it. Bitch proved me wrong. So, there we go. There's another face mask. Just like that. If they're so inclined, they can come around here, put a filter of some sort in, opens up, goes over their face. They can put a filter in. If they don't want to put a filter in, they can take their medical mask. They can put it over the top of this one like this. That way this fabric mask is covering their medical mask, because a lot of hospitals are telling their nurses and everybody, you get one mask per shift. Well, those ladies and gents go in with a pocket full of fabric masks that they can take home and disinfect. They can get through that shift with that one issued mask for a little bit. Because look at this. It'll be covered up. What do you think of that? Pretty. It's got it can fit to their nose. Pipe cleaner. We got a whole mess of those. All right. Next. Okay. So what we've got here is a piece of, 9.5 by 8 inch fabric. That's piece one, main piece. And then with that, you put 2 pieces of 9.5 by 7 inch fabric. You take one and you fold it over and make a nice edge. Sew the seam so there's a nice edge. Can y'all see? Make it so there's a nice edge. Right there. And how we did that was take about 1/4 of an inch, fold it in, and then fold it over again like that, and then you just sew it all the way down the line. You do that to both 9.5 by 7-inch wide pieces. Okay? Next, let's get our 9.5 by 8, and you take one of the Purdy's, put your seamed sewn side at the bottom. You line your other edge up to the top of the other, nice side to nice side. I done had to use my seam ripper tonight, bitches. Oh my God. Okay. So pretty side to pretty side. And we're going to sew along the long edge, leaving the sewn seam unsewn at this point. So let me get that. I've been using a combination of straight stitch and zigzag stitch. If all you have is a straight stitch machine, just run multiple lines of straight stitches in lieu of zigzag. Okay. Here we go. I'm doing anywhere between 1/4 of an inch and 3/8 on these seams at this point. And because I'm expecting a lot of use, hey, why didn't you stay down, Mr. Needle? What the hell? You can't be doing this shit to me like this. You're barely going to be holding on to the fabric, bitch. Okay, turn her around. Put her down. Y'all like and subscribe my YouTube channel. It's the Bitch Barn, a crafty place. God bless. My thread keeps breaking. I don't know why. Unlike making a quilt, you do not have to have everything perfect. Now we must rethread that. Y'all got these automatic threaders on your sewing machines? You know, I have never, ever, ever been able to get one of them things to work properly for me. But luckily, so far, I am able to go ahead and sew that sucker. Oh, crap. You know what I did? I'll rectify it on the other side. I sewed that too close to the edge. Alright, so on the other one, you're supposed to do this side first. I was supposed to do this on the other one. But I reckon it doesn't matter which order you do it in, as long as you get her done. This one, I'm going to do a 5/8 of an inch seam. One stitch line, straight stitch line at 5/8 of an inch. I found that width to be perfect for what we're about to do. Sew that all the way down. Pretty side to pretty side. Right off the end. Okay. Cut my tails. Now I'm going to turn around right behind me, and I'm going to, where I made this big 5/8 of an inch seam, I turn that over so that it's onto my 9.5 by 8 inch piece. I'm going to press that in place. I will show you what I mean when I get back. So we have our 3 pieces of fabric sewn together like this. This one over here that's got the 5/8 inch seam, we're going to come in and we're going to sew it right here along the edge so that there's a pocket. Like for curtain rods, but this is going to be for our pipe cleaner. This is going to be for the bridge of our nose on our face masks, so that it is able to be pretty up and across our nose. So our bitch's nose can be sealed up. We don't want no corona getting down in there. Where'd my foot pedal go? Okay. So, bitch, so. These youngins driving you crazy yet? Mine are all growed. Alright, now we're going to take a lovely pipe cleaner and we're going to feed it right into that sandwich we made with that seam all the way to the end. So how it's going to look, just like that. Now we're going to fold. This seam is going to be right here. This seam is going to be the top of our face mask. Okay? It's going to be the top of our face mask. And we're going to fold this good side to good side, making sure that seam is at the top. And we're going to push that pipe cleaner all the way up to the edge as best we can. Once we feel we've got it up there all the way, we're going to bring it out, and we're going to sew another line as close to that pipe cleaner as we can. Now here it's important you keep your pipe cleaner sticking out both ends of your little hole. Okay? Shit. Bear with me, people. Alright. Let me get her lined up in here. Okay, where's my foot pedal? There she is. As close as you can get, ladies and gentlemen. All the way down. This helps keep the pipe cleaner from moving around in that pocket. And I found that it makes it so it's more like one of those face masks that they issue in terms of it gripping and staying in place and such. Yeah, I've practiced around with this quite a bit now. All right, now that we've got that, I'm going to fold that. I'm going to bring the bottom, one up. And this is pretty side to pretty side. Bring the bottom one up and the top one down. Make sure top seam there is where we want it. And this is the part where you have to be careful because we're going to sew the sides. And at the top, we don't want our needles to hit that pipe cleaner because it's metal. So, we ever so carefully. Let's try this again. We ever so carefully. And I'm doing about 1/4 inch at this point. And I'm starting with hand turning so that I can stop if I'm landing on that metal of the pipe cleaner. I do that until I'm clear. I'm going to sew all the way down. All the way off the end.